spawning in the blue color in the grand finals of the EGC Genesis tournament for $20,000. The winner here takes away $7,000. The loser takes away $3,000. Pretty good for either side. TheViper is playing as the English on the other side. It is TheMista. It's playing as the Abbasid Dynasty. See how they do this. See if Viper already gets his sheep scouting sense. Not this time. Mista is gonna get the first jackpot with a triple sheep location. The map is Lipany, and this time around the cliffs aren't too crazy, so it will more or less play like Arabia, with a little bit of obstacles in the way. So English is probably just gonna be one of those longhouse builds. Oh, Viper actually a little bit late on that house, but should be fine. I find that TheMista actually ended up being yellow again. So this keeps happening when you pick a team that isn't team 1. He's gonna deposit some sheep here. He's already gathering the gold. And funny enough, he hasn't not yet gotten the thingy, the House of Wisdom, which is what the Abbasid used to advance through the ages. They don't require any villagers to build a landmark after that is done ever again. Problem is, you only have 2 landmarks, so it's very easy to kill. So the pick for English here is pretty interesting from TheViper. It could definitely result in a landmark kill victory. So now it's coming up for TheMista, and his current resources are almost ready to advance to the next stage. Pretty quick stuff. And yeah, you'll be gathering behind us as well. The game is lagging a little bit for me. That's strange. If I see another lag, we'll pause for a few seconds and let the game get ahead a bit. I think it's only like a few seconds ahead right now. Yeah, let's just pause this for 4 seconds or something. Let the game get ahead. And now we should be having a comfortable playback speed. There we go. So we got an economic wing advance. So Mista will be getting the fresh food stuff upgrade, which will make the villagers cheap. Then he can afford some other stuff with that. I'm actually surprised that he didn't go military wing with the camel riders giving +1 armor. That would have been very, very nice against the longbows early. Lots of wood villagers, and I assume TheMista is gonna be thinking about some other business as well. Oh, actually there's some villagers here. For whatever reason, I couldn't see them. It's because they're lined up with that stripe. That's so funny. Okay, so he's probably just looking to get at archery ranges or stables. We'll see. It's probably just archery ranges, honestly. Viper building the council hall with 3 villagers, and he's already... Ah, he's not riding across the map, actually. It's just right here. Mista is going to be using an outpost for spotting, I assume. Should he get attacked from that side. This Viper advances to the next stage. We'll be probably just seeing longbows out of him. Let's see what TheMista does, though. It's going to be a stable, actually. Yeah, he's getting a bit heavier on the food now. You gotta keep in mind that the villagers themselves will become quite cheap in a moment. See that to finish. double stable from the TheMista. So let's see the Viper if he will scout this. He knows the buildings are there, but has he actually clicked them? Does he know that it's stable? Well, the response from the Viper should be that he stops making longbows and starts making some spears, but maybe he just keeps making longbows. I don't know. Blacksmith coming up. And he built up just a few. Just a few longbows. It's gonna go up against several horsemen just to begin with. Sticking his houses, his ranged upgrade. His ranged armor upgrade to be exact. And that's gonna be that. I think he's gonna run his 2 horsemen right into this. That's gonna be 6 longbows. That's too many. You can't really do that, right? Guess he kills 2 archers for his troubles. And there are more horsemen coming, so it's not too bad. Save stat on at 5 hit points. Okay, you know what? Viper is actually in a little bit of trouble here. He kind of just lost 2 archers for nothing. Of course, TheMista is not going to be able to heal that up anytime soon. But he could just garrison the weak horsemen in the tower. And eventually he can heal it up later. What's the Viper doing next? He's getting wheelbarrow again. And he's getting the double brodax and a barracks as well. Keeping 3 villagers on the gold. Yeah, you'll need that if he wants all those upgrades. So he's getting an archery range now. And it looks like he's looking for a raid. I don't know about this. If he hits the base, as long as he finds some isolated villagers, it's okay, right? But if he ends up in a big group of them, they can shoot back. Plus the TC fire, plus whatever idle units the Viper is keeping home to defend. You know, if all these villagers get to shoot a horseman, that's dead. Like, I'm not sure if the investment for TheMista is worth it here. Let's say he kills 2 villagers, but then he has to deal with the Viper's army, which keeps growing very, very fast. So he's getting some early pickoffs here. Okay, he gets away with just a little bit of health damage. It's acceptable. Then again, it's only 1 villager, and now he's having to deal with the longbows. Blacksmith coming up from the Viper. He's getting raided off of his gold mine. TheMista is gonna try to burn this thing down. But it does look like there's some spears and a longbow. A lot more longbows are coming home, damn. Let's see if the Viper can now get the ranged upgrade. That should make these longbows scale real hard. There's a lot more horsemen where that came from the TheMista though. He's still doing some real heavy wood gathering there. But that is an insane amount of villagers from the TheMista on wood. Viper now leaving idols everywhere. And he still doesn't have the steel arrow upgrade actually. He's preferring to make more units first. built up a significant force of horsemen. I don't think Viper wants to engage this anymore. Maybe with a lot more spearmen, like if he can make a second barracks or something. I think he's very, very far away from that right now. To be able to sustain all that, you need a lot more economy. And unlike the Abbasid, English don't have a way to make the villagers cheaper, right? So, score is really close for both players. They're both going after the TheMista. You'll notice it though, eventually. There it is. So resources banked for the TheMista. Is he thinking about the next stage perhaps? He's got so many horsemen. Honestly, if he upgrades those in the next stage, that should be sick. But he's adding so much more production. I still like to see him go to the next stage. He's transferring a lot of villagers from wood to gold. Yeah, that should absolutely be for Castle Age. Viper is not yet attacking. But even if he did, the TheMista can very easily pull back from this and just go home. It's gonna have enough food for sure. A little late on the gold though. And I actually think he's got enough units, but if you go Castle Age, you might as well just defend and wait a moment. And Vipers know that these are here for a while, but TheMista is pulling back, losing maybe 2 villagers here. Not even. Yeah, Viper pulls back once more. Oh, the TheMista is gonna guard it. Okay. Surely he's not looking for a fight, right? Like, getting the Castle Age upgrade for horsemen would be so impactful here. Just veteran horsemen, veteran archers would be sick. But actually, Viper is going through the stealth forest and might be baiting a fight. Oh, the TheMista is maybe looking to take it. Not gonna be the case. Yeah, Viper probably doesn't want to poke into this, to be honest. That's so many units from the TheMista, and he's starting to make more now. Oh, what? Don't go back there. Got some men-at-arms being made by the Viper, so he's super heavily committed to this H2 timing. He's starting to make farms, which costs a lot of his wood. Yeah. He's ready to make a second sound center, should he choose to do that. But anyway, TheMista goes in, will be stopped by the Spadings and the Spearmen. Not really sure if he really needed to take that fight. A lot of the horsemen are dropping, and they're getting low in HP as well. The Viper's units themselves are pretty low HP right now. So they should probably stop to heal. Some of these longbows should be able to get back to full. No problem. TheMista's age up is like halfway done. Bit more. Yeah, it keeps pushing the TheMista off the food sources. Viper gonna easily seek this down then, it looks like. And what else have we got for him? He did make the second town center, okay. So he's on the gold mine, he's gonna start farming around this. His economy is starting to build up a little bit. 44 villagers to 46 right now. TheMista is a bit ahead on that, but Viper should catch up now and get ahead even. But TheMista is reaching age 2, he's got the level 1, of course, from the Golden Age. And he's gonna work his way up to the next level on that. Once he does, he gets a research speed boost. He should probably get the technology costs reduced. I'm so surprised nobody does that. That's like 1 minute to research, and I guess he instantly wants to have the horseman thing. Oh, he actually already made a mangonel? Right, because the archers can build it. Makes sense. It's gonna engage into this without the horseman upgrade though. A lot of the horsemen are dropping to the spears. But the mango now is enough to scare the Viper back. I think the upgrade is done. There's Lancers now. Is it? Yeah, it is. Horseman upgrade is done, so they're veteran horsemen now. A little bit more hit points, but they're so hurt. Spring odds are being made by TheMista. I was gonna have to try to take down this tower, but it's a stone tower, so it's gonna take a moment. Viper is himself looking to get to the next age. Let's see if he can get it done. There's a lot of farming going on for the Viper, so I think it's very possible. Horsemen getting on top of this tower now. Try to burn it down as quickly as they can, but it will take a moment for sure. Ram being made, Viper ready to go to the next stage. Should get the castle, absolutely, the White Tower. Good choice. That should help to hold. And meanwhile, he can get ahead in the economy a little bit, but he's still behind somehow. Has he lost villagers here? Is he just not producing vills? I don't think he has enough on food. Yeah, he just pulled off a lot. He's not able to actually use the town center to his advantage. TheMista, if he's able to get out another mango now, would be huge for him. Also transferring gold villagers back home. Not sure exactly what happened here, but a lot of lancers being made by TheMista. Would like to see the veteran archers as well. There is the second mango now being made. Yeah, for now you'll just make do with destroying the houses. The mango are taking a bunch of shots from the TC though. It's 2 now. See if Mista can do some raids. It would be really nice if he separated like 2 of the lancers or something and just ran around the edge here. Viper even has a market to help with the age ups, no doubts. Smashing that outpost. Trying to position the mangonels forward in order to siege down some more stuff. Like, they do have some respectable damage against buildings, you see. Longbowmen are now veterans. Viper does have 1 level of upgrade for almost everything except melee attacks. He's got quite a few men-at-arms, but he's gonna need something for that artillery, and he's making his own spring odds right now. Of course, the White Tower can make some of its own. It's the sniping by villagers he can. 50 villagers to 58, so TheMista is quite a bit ahead right now. This is looking pretty good for him. What wing did he choose? I never checked. It looks like it is the culture wing, right? Yeah, I did check. I remember now. Got a battering ram coming up that should easily wipe this town center. There's no question about it. And the Viper just can't get into a good position. There are spring odds, however, on these towers. So that's being annoying for the mangonels. Mista trying to pull them back, but yeah, that one's going down. Oh, somehow. Okay, tower. Last hits it somehow. Either way, TheMista doesn't really need that. Like, he has so many knights, lancers, whatever. Wouldn't mind seeing a bunch of crossbows after a while. Viper with the spread formation, trying to minimize whatever the mangonel can do in the future. Gets even in a free few shots with that springhold. Mista is housed. Viper might be able to catch up a little bit in population, but no doubt Mista is already looking back at his base and preparing the houses. There it is. Only made 1 though. Probably want to make 2 at this point. Mista is going through the houses now. He's like, have a taste of that. What can the Viper really do at this point? I mean, he's also not seemingly using the White Tower to produce. Like, It's only the siege. He didn't need to make a siege workshop either. I think people forget how useful this castle is. Picking off the reinforcements is not a bad idea. There are enough longbows here to make it happen. Look at that, oh my god. TheMista has destroyed a lot of houses and the Viper is finally going to be housed, but oh, the Springald actually snipes a ram. Very nice. See if TheMista can find a better angle somehow. TheMista does need to refresh this lumber camp. The drop-off distance is getting a little bit ridiculous. But obviously there's a lot of positioning and careful movement going on. You don't want to get into the middle of these longbows without some really good position. Viper is kiting back very nicely with the Springalds. Catches the mangonel with that. But there is another. And hits right in the middle of that infantry. Looks like TheMista will be winning the Springald fight, however. And only 2 remain for the Viper. Plans to start charging right on top of the longbows. Viper doing his best to retreat from here. Doing what he can. Actually, though, the cavalry keeps getting stuck on each other. And Viper does retreat to the White Tower where he gets an attack boost. The longbows keep attacking faster than normal here. The last Springald of the Viper is down. It's just the longbows now versus all this cav. Longbows are doing pretty well, honestly, and TheMista is retreating, actually. Maybe he comes back with a bunch of mangonels and trebuchets. That's really what he needs to do. Already did a really good job advancing to the second golden age, so that gives him a bit more. Gather rate 15% now, and also the researchers are going to be faster. He never got the preservation of knowledge tech though, which would have helped with all these costs. It would pay itself back in like 2 upgrades. Including economic upgrades. Like that is basically the French bonus right there. You could get forestry for dirt cheap with that and stuff like that. Definitely an underused tech by TheMista. Stone apples from the Viper, and honestly he's just sitting on his base. Like there's not a whole lot he can do about what TheMista has. He's making a second siege workshop, so he definitely does not know that the Springalds can be made from the White Tower. Man, if he knew, he'd kick himself. Network of sales. Increase network of castles attack speed from 25% to 50%. Now that is a technology, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. 50%. I did not know about that one. Uh-oh. Well, Viper looking for a bit of a counterattack and setting up outposts everywhere so that he can see where the TheMista is coming from. Current incomes are looking like a little bit in favor of the Viper for the wood. Quite a bit actually, but everything else is in favor of the TheMista. Kill death count is super dead even. Looks like he'll get a few kills. 66 villagers versus 73 though, so only really equalizing the situation more or less. And the TheMista is going to try to jump on top of this, get as many kills as he can from that. He's got a bunch of camel archers, of course. No ranged upgrades just yet. No second upgrade on melee attack either. TheMista is raiding in 3 places at once though. Knights are a little bit everywhere. The ram killed a few houses. The knights are on villagers. Viper having to garrison. And at the same time, TheMista is cleaning up this little attack force, so Viper has to run away from the fight. Viper somehow managed to sneak 1 spear in this wood line. There were attempts here. So what's Viper's next move? It looks like he has +2 attacks, so the veteran longbowman now do 10 damage. It's insane. He's got so many springles as well, so Viper finally got up to a comfortable count, and it looks like he actually didn't even get the speed upgrade for the springles, so that's insane that they're so fast anyway. Looks like 1 tap per second movement speed, whereas the longbows have 1.12. If you upgrade them, they're gonna be faster than longbows. It's insane. Mista has a lot of lancers now. He's got a bunch of springles himself, but yeah, probably wants to figure out how many Viper has so that he can build more. Should have the resources, right? Yeah, he has the resources to make too. So does he just pounce on this? What's the play? I'd say sitting back is fine. Speed ahead on villagers. Does Mista have a second town center? No. He didn't start trade or anything like that, but he's got really nice map control, and he's actually pushing forward with keeps. Could be going for a sacred site capture play. Oh, the springles might die here. Maybe not. But the attack speed of these springles is superior, so the Vipers should have a lead in that. Still did not get the network of citadels upgrade. So cheap, actually. Wow. Seems a lot better than going for the TC landmark. So there is a mill coming up for Mista. He's gonna gather from these fairies. It's insane. Got quite a bit of stone, so he might be able to make yet another keep at some point. But to really break through what Viper has, he'll need trebuchets, and he's really respecting this situation right now. Not sure how much he needs to, though. No, he's not gonna get it. But also, the Viper is not really doing anything unit composition wise to really deal with this. Like, he's got some veteran spearmen, alright, that's good, but what's next? Oh my god, is this cliff to play? Is this where the Mista just wins? He's not able to make trebuchets from here, but he has villagers, so he should be able to go. Oh my god. He just mangled out the gold villagers. Viper notices it immediately. So good news for him. You know, if I Mista, I'll just stonewall this. And then these are pretty safe. You can also just make a siege workshop here and start making trebuchets. I think that's a play for sure. Many more lances being made, and let's see if he can find Viper's extra TC there. It looks like he'll immediately do so. Man, this is a long-winded game. Going after those villagers, but not really able to do anything. The TC attack speed just a little bit too much for that many knights. Comes in with a few more. That might be doing the trick. And Viper is preparing a bunch of battering rams. Is that gonna be enough? I don't know. Just abandons this post here. I don't know. Trebuchet play up here would be sick. That's 100% the case. He's got the villagers. I'm not sure why he's not doing it, honestly. Population counts remain similar. So let's see if the Mista can catch up with this. How are the movement speeds here? The Springald is 1 tap per second, so he did not get the movement speed upgrade for it. It looks like the keep will fall to the rams fast enough. It's got a Springald on it, but it's nowhere near enough. Doesn't have boiling oil, so he can't attack the units around. Castle drops pretty hard here. Oh, that is not an opening either. Mista having to run around the map like this. Going for choke points. Takes a while for him to catch up with this. It's currently on 82 villagers versus 78, so Viper's extra town center starting to pay off again. But there are a lot of knights for the TheMista. Let's see if he can get a good flank off. Through the stealth forest, you can't see, however, but yeah, there is a camel archer, so that spotted the army at least. TheMista should be able to get a good flank now. Viper's reacting. Got another cavalry charge set coming up. Ignoring the... Yeah, he's gonna ignore the battering rams and just crash into the archers. Oh my goodness, Viper's army is getting crushed here, everyone. Gonna try to make a forward keep, but let's see if he can actually pull that off. I mean, population-wise, he's gotten absolutely wrecked. 20 population down. The Springald's coming up. There's mangonels, so the mangonels could even hit the villagers there. It doesn't look like that's what he'll be doing. The Viper's army is absolutely demolished, though. Springald's gonna kill 2 mangonels before they die, I guess? No, they're not. And all the villagers are dead. Oh my goodness, Viper almost got the castle up. It's insane. Looks like the I mean, if you're the TheMista, you just siege down this CC with the knights. They have 16 torch damage each. You just take all of them and attack this thing. You lose maybe 4 knights to the spears. Whatever. No, you kill a TC for it. Oh, come on, don't leave now. I guess he's got 2 mangonels here, waiting, ready to go. Viper's gonna start shooting though first with the Springalds. But they're gonna get taken down. TheMista loops around and he'll do it again. Loses the mangonel in the end though. Completely misses. I think that was the target ground. Oh, a lot of Viper's villagers will be going down to those knights for sure. Trying to make this castle work. Not happening. A lot will go down. 57 villagers to 88. 90 villagers for the TheMista behind all this. And Viper has no resources. No way to remake the army. No army anyway. He's dead. TheMista takes game 1. Yeah, pretty good first game in the series, guys. Game 2 of the grand finals. We have got the TheViper. He's playing as the Mongols. And on the other side, playing in the red, this is the TheMista. Playing as French. So I'm curious how Viper will approach this. The knights are definitely troublesome to play against, to say the very least. But get enough early spearmen, and he might just be able to do it. He might also be able to make some horsemen plus spearmen play work. We'll have to see. Maybe somehow Viper makes it to the 3rd age. I don't know, but I'd be shocked if he went for his multiple TC play. Yeah, we might be in for way more than 3 games, I think. Ooh, the garrison from the TheViper tried to take down the TheMista scout, but he's not gonna let that happen. So far, he's found 5 sheep. That is pretty good. The count doesn't have bonus damage against the scout, as it can kite. To shoot, I mean. They're just gonna come up all the way here. Not gonna bother moving the building. Just deploys directly there. And we got the TheMista largely focused on the fast advance, but with a little bit of wood income at the same time. It's a little bit of wood income, actually. Is he gonna 2TC this? Where did all the food go? Into the villager queue. Right. I see. Well, a lot of sheep being brought home by TheMista. He's going up with a very early outpost. Okay, he just wanted to wall. That's what this is. Yeah, it's probably worth to wall off. It's... You'll probably get professional scouts at some point, you know? So much on gold, man. Dude, TheMista really does not want to be bullied. Well, I did scout the early barracks, I guess, so it makes sense, right? Like, the Viper is really aggressively looking for something. And TheMista could just completely forego the whole thing about making knights. He could just go double archer here. With a slow H2, but an H2 nonetheless. Why did that villager go idle? Yeah, he notices, so all is good. Mr. finds a bunch of extra sheep. Oh, there's one more up there. How many does Viper have? Oh, we're gonna have a nearby outpost here. So this isn't a tower rush, just for you guys that are new to the game. This is actually for the YAM network, so basically it will create a 20-second buff that boosts unit speeds by 15 seconds. Can't fighting a villager there. A villager has to run. Oh, the spears are trying to get right on top though. Oof. Vil is just, you know, just taking its time running away. No rush. Curious what TheMista will choose for his landmark building. Should be any moment. Still gonna be the School of Cavalry. Even if he doesn't focus on knights. But yeah, he's gonna get a fast advance as much as he can. He does not need to make knights. Spearmen are considering to go for this palisade wall. Oh, both of might die to the TC fire. Not gonna be the case. Viper producing so many from him. Like, it's gonna be a while for the Viper to also advance here. Let's just get that straight. It's rough business. He'll be able to light the wall on fire, but it will take him some time here. Mr. Ferried home a lot more sheep. Should be okay. Viper is advancing as well. Building the deer stones. So that also just generates a YAM network. So you can go through this, reach all the way to the towers, hopefully. Actually, I'm not sure he really needs one here, but I guess he wants to tower up the berries. So it's kind of turned into a tower rush. And TheMista defending with additional outposts himself. He's got 2 scouts. So he can get professional scouts when he wants to, when he's good and ready. No money right now for an archery range, however. He's getting all that gold that he can without units. Because in the end, Viper is not really able to threaten TheMista's main buildings, right? There's a little bit of hunting going on from the Viper. TheMista might be looking to steal that, actually. But he doesn't have professional scouts because he doesn't have a mill. Even though he can afford the tech right now, he's like, oh shit, the mill. Oh no. See, I guess Viper set himself a little bit behind economically here, but not by too much. I mean, as long as you keep producing villagers, you'll be on the same kind of income anyway. He has 2 extra vills because of the France bonus. And there is professional scouts. He's making extra scouts, of course. Oh. Is that the arrow slits upgrade? I think it is. Yep. Yeah, you can see this, it's actual arrow slits. This tower can keep shooting by itself now. And in a million years, that tower of TheMista will go down. You know, I really like that he's doing this because overall, you gather all the fruit from the map, all the deer at least, right? And it's gonna pay off so much. As soon as you gather like 4 deer, you're good. That's how good this tech is. That's when you break even, but you get all of them, you have thousands of resources up. This is probably one of the highest payoff technologies in the game. There we go. That's already paying for the tech, because each of these is 350 food in them. You have to take into account that he made scouts. But if you also take into account that he had to make the scouts themselves instead of other units, that's where it becomes a bit more complicated, and I would say you have to gather the entire first patch in order for it to be worth it. Almost 100 damage done by the arrows from this tower. Just 10 times more, boys. We've got this. Archers being made by TheViper now. Mista's still sticking with the Knight Archer approach. So let's see how that goes. He should be making quite a few more. And he really doesn't need to fear anything here. Like, the town center covers stuff. He can make an extra tower if he super wants to. As for the Viper, that's a big army. That is a big army, guys. 10 spearmen and 2 archers. The archer count is a little low, so the TheMista is looking really good on that side. Viper will need to make a ton more archers if he wants to make this work. He's over gathering the wood currently because he's probably looking again to do his TC play that he likes to do. Instead of hunting, he's made pastures, so that's going to be generating sheep slowly but surely. The scouts are coming back now with the hunt. I'm going to spend a lot of APM on this, so it's definitely one of those taxing actions in the game. More patches for the Viper. Surprised he's not putting up the Gur a bit closer. We're gonna see another tower now. Yeah, it seems he's not actually... He's walking through the YAM network, right? Yeah. Almost 200 damage done, tower versus tower. Eventually something will die here. So scouts are coming up on the next patch of deer. This has already brought home so much. He's done 7, right? That's the 3rd patch, excuse me. He's left this alone for now. Preferring to steal Viper's hunt. There's more to steal here. So no doubt he will do that at some point. He's got currently 5 scouts. Oh, but Viper ends up going after the wood line. TheMista only noticing now. That's troublesome. That's the villager advantage gone. Wait, 40 villagers to 36. So Viper hasn't been making villagers for a while. That's the difference after 3 kills or whatever that was. There's no way misses that far ahead because of the France bonus. Trying to get the scouts as they pass by. Oh, both of them might actually go down. Oh my goodness. But it's easy enough for TheMista to pick that up again. And he brought home so much food already. Although the villagers are starting to pile up a little bit too much there. Has he got chivalry? No, that is definitely an upgrade he wants to get next. It's a lot of knights now. It's gonna get +1 armor. for ranged attacks. So that he can pretty much ignore the archers with the knights. I really like him to get chivalry though, so he can pull back the weak knights and get them to heal. Looks like he's gonna go after this tower here. It does some major damage. Viper on 44 military population versus TheMista's 30. So TheMista needs to pump those numbers up still. Zero splits on this too. Viper does not end up making a second TC, I guess. He just spent all his wood. Some pastures and more unit buildings. What is this? Viper's gonna attempt a ram push? Okay. We finally got chivalry coming up for TheMista. Some of his knights are hurt. But now that the ramps are here, yeah, he's gotta be careful. The TC will be targeting that, so the units are like, yeah, let's get on top of the Vales again. That was pretty good last time. 42 versus 45. TheMista remains adding villagers for now. But will he be able to engage that many spears? Oh my goodness, Mista is just like, yeah, I'll go H3 while you do that. That is high risk. Had he spent the resources on the army, I think this is a super easy hold, but now it's a little dicey. Mista is looking for a flank, but the spearmen are ready to brace against the knights. And archer versus archer fights are being won by the Viper currently. The knights are crashing into the spears and it really hurts them for sure. But the spears are not high enough in number and the TheMista might actually punch through this. He's currently still got 11 knights after most of the spears are dead. Viper on only 4 spears left. So the TheMista might have gotten it done here. So many archers will be going down to these knights for sure. Unfortunately, the arrow attacks are going to do absolutely nothing here, but he's reached the castle age. The TheMista is going to be able to upgrade the knights right away. He's getting both upgrades, both the veteran knights as well as the cantled saddles. That's right, increases the charge bonus of these knights. Picks off a ton of units, but these towers have arrow slits and Viper's just easily retreating into them. So next order of the day for the TheMista is to definitely get out a mango now. That is the way that he can defend against these light units. Knights might be just going across the map, to be honest. Might get a quick fight in as well. They are going up to 230 HP though, once they heal. Ooh, Viper is going with the second town center. I guess this is his way of trying to catch up economically. Because he's still behind. He's not been able to kill any villagers. He's killed a few buildings, lost his entire army for it. He can also go H3 at the same time. He's hoping to hold with the 2 town centers somehow, and the units there. Yeah, Mista won't be able to engage into this with the knights. They're too damaged. Gonna try anyway. More stables are being made by the TheMista. If he can get the 2-0 advantage to begin with, that would be epic for him. So there is the second TC. There is the step readout, which is going to increase the gold gather rate. Well, it increases the gold you drop off, so let's see him put that over here or something. It's a 50% increase. So, what's Mista doing down here? Looks like he's just mining. The guild hall already has 240 resources, and the generation of resources increases rapidly from here on out. 60 resources every 20 seconds being generated. That's only gonna go up from now. Looks like the TheMista will be taking down these two towers as well. That should be the last of the Viper's stuff there. Trying to build up a crossbow army? Am I seeing this right? No, they're just veteran archers. No crossbows. Oh, there it is. There's a crossbow. And there's the man-at-arms. The initial overview has been depleted, so yeah, he's having to move everything now to the next one. I think TheMista is just pretty happy to keep the guild hall working, and eventually he'll collect like 2,000 resources and then he just goes to the next age. He's got +2 attacks on the knights. Plus he's got the charge bonus deck as well. I think Viper will be looking to attack anytime soon. Probably with a few spring ults maybe, but not anytime soon. 94 population versus 107, so Viper is finally caught up in the villager numbers, so that second TC is starting to do some work, but it will be a while before it pays for itself. It's 900 resources plus whatever the villagers spent actually making it. Plus the units that investment could have been. Plus the actual cost of the villagers. Yeah. 2TC is something that pays up slowly, guys. Mongols can't wall, so rip. Raids should be hitting him pretty hard. Of course he'll be seeing this. If you ask me, those 4 vills are dead. Maybe TheMista won't stay though. Yeah, he just leaves. Happy with the tower kill. Oh, loses a knight actually even. Did not expect that. Siege Workshop coming up. How much in the guild hall? 1140 resources, sorry. That's a lot. That really is a lot. Viper nowhere near thinking about advancing, but TheMista almost could. Like, TheMista waits 2 more minutes. Oh, I think he just picked up all the resources there. What? But why? He's not gonna age up, right? I think he's just trying to spam out some units. He's currently quite behind in the army size, and Viper does have suddenly 3 spring ults out of nowhere. So I would be surprised if he didn't just spend that all into knights real quick and some man-at-arms to deal with the all the spearmen. But there are a lot of crossbows from the Viper, which could be used, of course, against spring ults. He's not going for this charge, right? He is actually. Oh, he's just going after the spring ults as quickly as he possibly can. Not bad. But I do think Viper is taking a pretty good fight here, guys. Oh, the mangonel! It's a mangonel! Ah, that was abysmally bad. And the springers are gonna take that down very quickly as well. TheMista lost almost all of his knights. Viper's starting to look pretty good with all those crossbows. It's an attack speed boost, it should be. It's already over though. I don't think that's enough knights from TheMista to really make a big dent here. Not with the springhold's also helping out, not with that many crossbows in the back. Also pew-pewing away at this. But the men-at-arms in the front are killing every single archer, so maybe it is enough, you know? It's actually a much more even fight than I expected. Viper is still ahead by like 20-something population. TheMista pulling villagers to say good night to the springholds. But TheViper pulling them back very, very nicely. And TheMista just ends up losing his wills. Watching the guild hall, almost nothing right now. TheViper is trying to spam units as quickly as he possibly can. The Ovu has gathered a lot, but there's no buildings around it, so Viper's single producing absolutely everything right now. It's just crossbow man-at-arms. Yeah, Mista doesn't look like he'll be able to get a single kill here against Springholds. Still doesn't have a lot of units, not sure why he re-engaged there. He's gonna get absolutely wrecked. He's got no resources in the bank, so this should be a Viper win, everyone. And it is. Maybe TheMista didn't need to take that fight so fast. I don't know. Alright, in the blue color, playing as the English, we have TheViper. And on the other side, we've got TheMista playing as the Mongols. Wow, it looks like he'll be doing something aggressive here. Just based on how much wood he's gathering. So what else would he be doing with this? We need to do a quick pause again because we started immediately. And now hopefully the game won't lag. But when you're too close to the observer delay, it's no good. Okay, Viper's just gonna go with the fast advance here. This is a pretty brutal map that is completely cut in half here. Crazy, crazy stuff. Will be actually difficult to flank or to go past this without being seen. But whoever controls that middle is gonna have a pretty good time, I think. Seems that Mista has a little bit more gold mines. That's one more small gold mine, it seems. That's what TheViper has, right? No, it's the same, sorry. Same. That's good. Yeah, this is one of the more fair spawns, I would say, that I've seen. And there is the early scouts. The only hope for TheMista is that he can set one building on fire, but it's probably not gonna happen even. Maybe he can scare TheViper off of gold a bit earlier than he would like to be. But failing that, TheMista can always just get professional scouts later down the line. And yeah, that's probably what the plan here is. TheMista's advance is gonna be heavily delayed by this, of course. Viper already building the council hall right now with a bunch of the food villagers. Put some back on food as he wants to come out of this with a little bit of a food bank. Enough to keep producing longbows. Any more scouts from TheMista? Looks like he's just looking around for sheep for now. Most of the scouts have some. Is he actually going to be able to deny TheViper from getting any? That's actually insane. Wait a second. TheViper literally does not have sheep. There's the one in the back. He's gonna run out right away at the beginning of the game. I can't click that sheep for whatever reason though. Oh, it's gone. He only has one sheep left. Plus whatever you can pick up now. Okay, he gets lucky, gets one here. Might be able to get this one, so he might have 3 sheep total. Oh, but Mr. finds... If Mr. finds this, that's a different story. Then Viper only gets 2. That is actually a huge problem. Mista's throwing down the deer stones, so that's going to generate the yam network. Makes units move faster. Oh! Viper gets so lucky every time like this. So even though Mista has been almost everywhere, hasn't been everywhere enough, I guess. Viper gets the 750 food from the sheep still. Just not the end of the world, honestly. He's still got some relatively safe hunt. Unless the TheMista plucks that up, of course. That could still happen. He should get professional scouts with that many. Probably not worth it to poke in here. Viper going for a 2TC play. Okay, alright. Alright. Oh, Mista is gonna kill the sheep! No way! Okay, well, 2TC English. Let's see how that goes. I'm really curious how that fares against the Mongol business here. It's gonna be some early horsemen. Of course, that shouldn't engage just yet. They're pretty weak until you upgrade them. 125 hit points is so bad. Oh no. It's just producing 2 more scouts. As soon as he advances, I betcha it's gonna click up with professional scouts. Yep, there it is. Sorry guys about the sheep herding simulator talk. I can't talk actually, forget it. Sheep herding simulator talk. I managed. Where TC? Oh, right here. Watch Mista pluck it from Viper's down center. Although it's gonna be a little difficult because of the English TC thing. If Mista loses several of his scouts there, that would be painful. It's a lot of horsemen actually. Are they still early? They're still early. But they're getting upgraded. It's a pretty quick upgrade anyway, just 30 seconds is all it takes. How far along are we with that professional scouts? We almost got it. So the TheMista is about to use that. I don't think he'll be able to steal this anytime soon. Not with the longbows protecting, not with the town center here, not with the villagers having the ability to fire. So yeah, Mista is just gonna take what he can. But this doesn't disrupt Viper's build just yet. I bet you guys that the reason that Viper did this was because he didn't get many sheep to begin with. Like, you can decide after the fact. Don't have to do this blindly. It's not like you're very raidable as English anyway until there's Lancers or... Against the Civ that has early knights, I guess that is a situation. Mr. just taking his nearby stuff now. That is gonna be a lot of scouts. Wait, they're showing up as different whether they carry or not? What? Why are they different? Why are the two icons? Are some of them like double produced and some of them not? Is that how it works? That was strange. Or the town center scouts are different? Makes sense. I'm me confused though. Okay, let's see what Mr. does with the blacksmith. So far, nothing. Seems to me that he's just saving up for a fast castle, guys. Lancers are the play probably against the English here. Makes sense to me. Getting the next patch of hunt. Six scouts. They only leave behind one corpse now. Feels bad. Just make a 7 scout, right? And don't get tilted. I don't know. I'd actually make the 7 scout, to be honest. So Mista's on 35 villagers. Viper is on what? 44. Wow. Got a market now. And no doubt he's soon gonna... Oh, wait. No, he's gonna spend all his economy now on units. He's getting a market. Oh, I mean, a blacksmith, barracks. There should be a lot of spearmen coming out. Stones is moving up. As the units coming out from here already get generated yam from the tower. Oh, surround on Viper's units! 2 of them fall. And it looks like we're going up to 3. The Khan is dead. Long live the Khan. Mr. stealing the remaining hunt from here. Surprised he didn't swoop in here to steal more of the carcasses. That would have been sick. But I guess you still have all this stuff to deal with. Okay, yeah. Deer stones are up. And Mr. is H3. Got a step 3 up here. Sharing it up to the gold miners. The deployment seemed to have failed. First gear being made for the wood drop-off. Where are these scouts going? Viper has some mill business going on with farms. He's also getting the white tower again. Hopefully this time he realizes he can make springholes with that thing. Seriously, it's so good. You just don't need a siege workshop for a million years. Oh. Where's this going? Okay, the step read up is up. So 50% extra resources dropped off at gold mines. Plans to smack everything. Let's see. Springholes? No, no springholes. I don't think Viper still knows. Oh, if he did, though. Wouldn't that be something? He makes a siege workshop. Oh my god. No, TheMista doesn't exactly have stuff to break buildings with, so it's fine. Kills a bunch of villagers still with the spring ult. I mean, that is 4 villager kills right there. 5 now. Damn, dude. It's getting out of hand. Let's see what TheMista did with the blacksmith. So he's getting level 2 now of the ranged armor. Yeah, Viper hasn't done anything with the armor yet. What's going on with that? Nothing. Springle's weakening that TC a little bit. I mean, they do like 10 damage per shot, so it's not major, but every little bit counts, right? You can expect 200 damage from the ram. So I guess the Springles can weaken it by like 3 ram attacks. It's not bad. Force the villagers to go idle a bit. This is the right place to attack through anyway. Is he gonna get heavy horsemen or just rely on the man-at-arms? It looks like just man-at-arms is fine. White Tower still not making anything here. Ooh, Viper actually picks out a few Springles with his own. It's a pretty good job there. See if you can get another. Oh, almost got one. The ram definitely is not safe here. I think there are enough men-at-arms to make a push happen, so what is going on here? There's a lot of crossbows, I guess, but is it really that scary? TheMista deploying to the front goal mine now. We'll have to get rid of this girl in order to get the drop-off bonuses. I'm getting the heavy, or rather veteran lancer, no, not lancer, horseman upgrade. Looks like he did not get the veteran archers, but he doesn't have a lot of them anyway. It's mostly man-at-arms here. So many spring ults. The horsemen are looking for a raid, but I'm not sure they'll get it, honestly. Oh, another bunch of pickups with the spring ult. Very nice. TheMista is currently on 54 villagers to 67. Oh, crossbows do find some pretty good damage against the horseman here. Gets hidden for a moment. Enough to get away from the archers. Let's see if TheMista can get out a few more of those. God, this game has slowed down a lot. Been here for 17 minutes and no major fights. That's a lot of cavalry though, I have to say. Still on 125 population to 122, so Viper's doing a really good job of catching up with that army count. He's got so many barracks now. It's 5 barracks, 2 archer ranges, siege workshop that we don't talk about. He's actually getting the gold upgrade this time. I've not seen him do that before. He's got the broadaxe upgrade, not the forestry though, and he should have at least horticulture. Oh, he's got a ton of the upgrades from the mill. Producing a ton. He's getting the armor upgrade for the men-at-arms. Yeah, finally the production for those guys has started as well. So how are we doing for the count? 7 Springholds versus 4. Neither player really wants to engage into this. It's high risk, right? Even with 7, it's like, do I really want to do this? So I think TheMista might just max out, but TheViper is actually a little bit ahead in that regard. So how much longer is he really gonna want to wait? So much cavalry here, and I'm a little bit surprised that there's not a single Mangudai. Mista is finally the same amount of population, but yeah, it's tough. Okay, Mista is gonna be able to take down those for sure now. Oh, actually targeting the Vills instead. Man-at-Arms coming in first, it seems. But no, the Lancers are first. Got some Man-at-Arms versus Spears fighting. And what Mista's hoping for is that the cavalry will get on top of the archers, but it looks like it's absolutely not the case. The spearmen are still holding strong as they are veteran upgraded, and now suddenly they are gone, but there's not much cav left, honestly. 12 men-at-arms as well. Viper has to abandon the gold mine area, but there's no gold mine anyway to talk about. So he's gonna just go to the next big gold vein. Springhold's trading away with each other. And it looks like Viper is losing out on that fight as well. Oh, it's pulling the Vills! And they're getting right on top of the Springholds. It looks like Viper with the inferior Springhold count is still going to come out ahead of this. Especially with those crossbows just making it happen. Killing all the cavalry. And the villagers are in a very happy place right now. In fact, if the Viper just kept going here and actually just might as well get it from that stone and get the castle up. That's right. Let's go wall first. That's fine. Yeah, dude, TheMista has suddenly nothing left behind this. Like, he never had a second TC, right? So he's running on that one TC, trying to mass produce whatever he can. He's done a prayer tent, he's got a sacred site for himself, and now he's gathering relics. But it's not like he's gonna ever get a volatile done against the Viper. It's just not gonna happen. Oh, he misclicked. $81 villagers to 60. Yep, that is not good. Was it 60? 68, sorry. It's not the end of the world yet. Mista did kill a lot of vills, but I think soon he's gonna fall behind. He does have a lot more upgrades going for himself overall. But is it really that much, right? He's got +2 melee attack, I guess, so... yeah, I mean, he'll still need something for the crossbows, though. Oh god, just crashing into the spearmen. They're holding the ground for now. And the crossbows are just doing so much work as well. The knights are getting on top, the horsemen as well. But the combination of longbows and crossbows is just a little bit too much for TheMista. And his army gets smacked without too many losses. I think he has to give up here. TheMista lost his landmark there. The deer stones are down. That's probably gonna be it. I mean, Mista's down to 86 population. Viper on almost the maximum amount of villagers he would ever want. Is continuously pumping out units, and he's gonna just plant down a keep in front of TheMista's face, I think, and maybe get some trebuchets at this point. He's had enough. Doesn't even need to make a siege building. He already has everything he needs. Crossbow, Springhold, Spear. It's pretty good against cavalry. Mista is dead. Viper takes game 3. Oh my goodness. Both are playing French, and it's a favorite map. Let's do a quick pause here. On the other side, we got TheMista, also playing as the French. Well, I guess this is just the world we live in. We're gonna have more Hulks, guys. More Hulks. Oh, please no. We've done this too many times. But I guess it's for a lot of money. The winner of this will walk away with $7,000. The second place is only $3,000. So for a $4,000 difference, yeah, people will play a French bear. Very, very understandable. Mista has shown himself to be pretty capable at this kind of game, but so is TheViper, especially with his boom strats working out so well. Now, if you win on water just a little bit, and you can snowball that, and then you get TCs, then you have both water and land. Ugh. It's kind of nuts if you can get that done. Looks like Viper is actually rallying some villagers to gather shoreline fish. Only just the one. He's deciding he needs to keep more at home. Doesn't have any idle time, so that's very nice. He's got some nearby shore fish. I mean, deep water fish. Both do. So gotta do their best to gather from those. Man, best of sevens are so long. We've already been going at it for an hour and 46 minutes by now. And we're not even halfway through if it goes to game 7. So that is pretty long. By the way, it's pretty late for TheMista. It's like 1 AM there. For TheViper, it's 11 PM, so definitely a very late start to things today. Free to free ships, no doubt. So TheMista's actually ahead on the fishing ship count. What's going on with that? He's like ahead of full fishing ship. How did that happen? Did Viper go for earlier something? I don't know. Very weird. But it looks like TheMista, because of that, might be able to get a faster advance time. Especially if he pulls off gold for a second. Yeah, Viper does not have enough villagers on gold to make this snappy. No, he does, never mind. Chamber of Commerce is gonna be the play. Honestly, I just want to see someone use this thing for actual trading. People never do. Mista's gonna do the same thing. 4 villagers building versus 5 villagers building. So Viper is gonna have a slightly faster ship. But it really doesn't matter. I mean, maybe you can poke away at the fishing ship for free and just get away. That is, I think, something that you can do with this. Mista going out to 7 fishing ships. Viper also walling. And we're gonna look at 7 versus 7 fishing ships. Viper not making any more. TheMista might make more. Oh yeah, he's going up to 8 and maybe even beyond that. They'll have a lot of food to sell. That's for sure. So Mista's boom is starting now. Nakamura's almost done here. Viper actually pulled off most villagers, so they'll finish at a similar time. You can see how quickly TheMista's bar is moving. Simultaneously. That's 7 fishing ships now versus 9. So yeah, TheMista making himself a little bit of an advantage here. And should be able to get out Hulks very quickly. I think Viper is a bit faster with that. But he only has 1 dog, by the way. So yeah, we'll have to see how that does. Mista's getting his own now. Looks like he hasn't sold the food yet. Could definitely get the sailing upgrade. Well, I think he just waits for another. Oh, I really like this actually. He split the wood gatherers. So by starting another forest, you make it so that your villagers are occupying a greater area, so that you have to refresh your lumber camp less often because of that. Very nice stuff. Okay, TheMista is just double producing the Hulks now. Won't be able to quite maintain that, but you know, for the most part, it's like 1.5 production, right? Viper is putting down his second dock as well. A little bit late to the party, but he's got one. Stopped at 7 fishing ships and Mista stopped at 9. It's such a long-winded early game in this. Like, this is not even an early game. This is an opening. And we're here for 7 minutes plus. Oh, my suffering is too great right now, guys. They must make this more dynamic somehow. This is ridiculous. Like, we're sitting here for 7 minutes and 8 minutes, and then we're gonna have a first poking. Like, could we not? Endless torment. I'm trying so hard to find things to talk about, but it's like micro decisions like, oh, he made 1 more fishing ship. Wow, amazing. Mista doing a really good job refreshing these lumber camps, but didn't seem to get an upgrade for the speed. Viper did get the double broad axe. Almost got a kill on the fishing ship, and I think now he's going to get an actual kill. Just needs 2 shots, really. That's nice. Mista get the sails. No. I'm not sure he has any plans to anytime soon. Well, Viper trying to double prong attack somehow and pick off a ship or something, but it's not gonna happen with Mista tucking away the fishing ships so much behind the docks. For a moment I thought they had transport ships, but nope. Yeah, Viper keeps benefiting from the deep water fish. So even though the Mista has 1 more ship, it's not actually better. He could be using this extra dock, however, to make some extra fishing ships. Like, there's nothing stopping him now. In fact, he's going second TC behind this. He's not lost the water, so it's okay. In fact, I kind of feel like he has a ship advantage. 6 versus 5. Yeah, that's good. No, it's not. Viper actually has 7 ships. But that is because he's focusing almost exclusively on that. And here's the TheMista's 7th ship as well. The poking is happening. Viper looking for some good position. Maybe a spin to win to change the tides, but 8 ships versus 8 ships. So how much work can you really do with that? Oh, he's got a 9th ship. Once he goes up to 11, he can one-tap the ships. The TheMista sitting back to try and heal up. He's gotten himself the additional sails. And he is making a TC, so with that, he should be able to get a bit more gold. Funnily enough, he never really sold his food here. Not sure he wants to. And Viper goes back home. It's too scary, because you lose your entire fleet. It's gonna snowball hard in the Hulk versus Hulk fights. It's part of the reason why it's so boring. So the way these work is you have 2 ballistas, as you can see here. And they each have their own attack speeds. So you rotate them around and then they just fire from both. Looks like the Viper is gonna be the first to go to the Castle Age. The TheMista is closely following though. Won't be too long until he gets there himself. He's not looking for a fight, is he? He's got all these docks, but he's not making fishing ships. Very strange. Almost enough to go H3 himself. But the Viper is gonna start falling behind the villagers. He's 55 to 61 right now. Part of it is, of course, the fishing ships, which, you know, the Viper can do a lot about. There are 12 ships with 11 right now. But the TheMista is not gonna look to engage too soon. I'm not sure how he has 1 fewer ships. Exactly here. Oh, they're gonna avoid each other there. Oh, Viper actually could just make demo ships. Not sure why he's getting the armor upgrade that is completely useless against 100 damage. It actually doesn't make any difference whether you have that upgrade or not in the Hulk fights. The range does. The range is good. So this upgrade is very nice. +1 range. This is almost an H3 as well. But if he eats a demolition ship, that's a very different game. And Viper's upgrade finishes. TheMista can't shoot while the Viper can. It does make a huge difference. The ships of the TheMista are all weakened. And both players are going to lose their first few. But Viper's ships are overall way healthier. And the TheMista is kind of trapping himself there in the stealth water. Kind of not where he wants to be. His overall health pool is definitely lower, I feel. Viper's gonna leave with 8 ships intact. Mista with 6. Have we got demo ships? It looks like there's 1 now. It's gonna be some more. Oh my god, the demo ship could come up all the way to the shore here and detonate on the foot villagers. That would be sick. Or he could just hide in here and oh my goodness, TheMista is not looking. Oh my goodness. Oh! Sunk 2 ships, a ton more hurt. Just couldn't see it. TheMista is making a 30C knowing he has lost the water. He can still claim it back with demo ships, but it's gonna be a big job. Especially with Viper having more himself. Well, this is about to pop, let's see. Oh, he's trying for it. It did almost nothing. What? Let's got another. Yeah, Viper's just gonna hide them in the stealth water everywhere. It'll take forever to heal those hulks up with the docks. I think the Viper's just happy to sit back and enjoy his deep water fish. Which actually is not. He's getting shorefish now. Not gonna risk anything. Does Viper have extra TCs? He does have 1, 2. Okay, he's also boomed behind this while I wasn't looking. Okay, that is tough. Currently he's up to 79 villagers, but Mista has 90. He started the boom way sooner. It's all about who takes the map from here on out. There's an outpost that Mista can see earlier when something's coming his way. Then yeah, you should honestly just be picking up the relics, building out there on the map. Maybe getting castles. Mista has almost enough stone to do so. And in the influence area of the castle, you can just bump out a ton of stables as well as archery ranges. So I think that should be the next play. 4 demolition ships. As long as he doesn't move them together, it's okay. The problem is that every time you go into these stealth water areas, you might just end up with a demo ship against 1 demo ship, and it's just too painful. You can lose so much. Just going right past each other, not really knowing that they exist. But this is what it looks like when you go in there. You see absolutely nothing. Look at this. It's Invisibros versus Invisibros. They can't even see each other within that. Wall's gonna get taken down, and the Mista is actually building a little bit of a stone wall tower. But I don't think he will actually get that. It's gonna be royal knights from both sides. Oh, the villager got up there. What the hell? Demo ship detonates demo ship. Let's see what's next. Viper has quite a few demo ships in the back too. 6 demo ships? Yeah, villagers gonna get it done. That's a stone wall tower right there. Oh, Viper's gonna find all of these fishing ships while the TheMista is not paying attention. No doubt the Viper also has enough resources soon to advance to the Imperial Age. He's actually getting gold from the guild hall. So never mind. Well, actually that's the thing he needs. My bad, I was looking at the TheMista. Yeah, that's what he needs. Bunch of demo ships trading against demo ships. Oh, that's gonna be a kill. No, it's not. Somehow it wasn't. But I think that might have been all of the TheMista's demo ships, and Viper has a ton more. Those are just fishing boats. Demo ship spam coming out of both players. No one's gonna make the galleys, they're terrible. Unfortunately, they're just not as good as Hulks. So it's a very silly addition to the French age restricting that. And making them more expensive too. Like, what? It's literally worth ship. Oh god, here come the demo ships. Let's see if the TheMista can turn around and quickly shoot that down. He manages to focus it, but loses the fishing ships in the process. Oh my god, the demo ships from the Viper detonate on these ships somehow, doing a ton of AoE. But TheMista gets one as well just now. Takes down one more Hulk. Viper has to retreat. Healing is going to keep TheMista safe. Gonna have a red palace to advance with for the Viper. More siege workshops being made. Keeps being made. Yeah, Viper's just making sure he stays safe here. TheMista is not yet advancing to H4. He just can't afford it. What does he have in the guild hall anyway? It's just food. But it's enough food, right? So he can go H4 right away if he picks this up. I think he'll just go here and pick it up now. He should do at least. Oh, the Viper just lost his fleet. And the TheMista seems to be keeping most of his. Nice little spin to win. And he kills the remaining Hulks. But here come the demo ships. Oh, they're gonna hit. Oh, they're gonna hit. Double kill. Now, neither player has much in the water, honestly. Viper has still 5 fishing ships, 7 from the start. Never lost any, actually. Springalot's absolutely wrecking from these towers. TheMista has a keep outside. Viper's kind of locked into his little base. I would like to see the TheMista building around this. Yeah, he's doing it. Maybe archery ranges wouldn't be the worst with the arbaletiers. So what has Viper been doing all this time with his H4? He doesn't have a blacksmith, dude. He made a 4th town center. No, that's the main. Oh, he's putting everything into cannons. He wants to punch through this. But meanwhile, the TheMista, he actually also hasn't done much in terms of technology. He's got veteran Royal Knights, but his blacksmith is starting to work now. I do think he's upgrading Elite Knight somewhere, no? Looks like no. No, but he could. Once he's Imperial. Right, he's not Imperial. Huh. I see. Picking up relics is not something that these players have been doing much, honestly. TheMista advancing into College of Artillery, actually, so he's gonna get some Super Royal Cannons, or maybe he's gonna get Culverins, we'll have to see. Viper is on double cannons, so TheMista knows this now. Bunch of barracks coming up. And there's TheMista clearing up these barracks, I mean the docks. He's gonna have to fight ship versus ship here. Cannons are rolling up. We'll be going up against the keep. Damn, that does a lot of damage. Is it 600 damage each? Yeah. It's 1200 from the salvo, so TheMista comes in to repair as soon as possible. It's actually skipping the arbaletiers completely. Instead, going for the hand cannoneers. I mean, they do get a sweet little discount here. Still do the knights themselves. Oh, this keep will be going down next shot. TheMista has a Culverin, however, and it does 204 damage against 300. What is that? 306 damage against siege. But it looks like the Springals will be taking it down. You kind of need to repair that thing to keep it going. There are so many spearmen. They're veteran. And Viper is just gonna make a keep. Hey, Mista kept a keep alive somehow. And that should be the end of Mista's keep there. Wait. Yeah, there was still a cannon there. Can't see under all that smoke, man. Very little upgrade still for both players, but it looks like TheMista is a little bit ahead on that now. I just don't see what he can do about that castle. TheViper having mowed down all of his units. Is desperately trying to remake a keep. Culverin is picking off the siege units though, more or less. It's gonna have to target those springholes though and not buildings. Oh god, nothing's repairing it, that's a problem. And down it goes. Made a cannon, but once again there are too many springholes and it just gets taken down before it can fire a single shot. Viper's playing this really well. This elite knights for TheMista, but loses another keep, and the slow crawl from the Viper is seemingly just working out. Tons of spearmen being produced from the Age of Empires 2 player. 123 villagers to 120, so both of them kind of agree on what is needed and what is too much. Man, this Hulk is still going. I'm not sure if Mista can keep this up much longer. I mean, income is fine for now, but with the amount of ground the Viper is gaining, this is not going to go on for very long. Viper also has almost enough stone to make another castle soon, and I'm sure he will. Surprised he actually didn't get the relics himself. So he does have 2 relics here, super easy to get. The third one, fairly easy to get. Mista's trying to remake his army. Currently 17 population in the military versus 25 of the Vipers, so it's pathetically tiny armies for now. Very slow cleanup here. Let's check the total kills. So close as well. Viper has sacrificed a lot of his units though. I mean, with like... Oh! This just got Carrick. Yeah, demo ships have contributed a lot to losses there, I'm pretty sure. So, what can the Carrick really do here? I mean, he's still going up against springholes and cannons and stuff, so... They'll be doing massive damage against ships, right? But there's a lot of cannons on this thing, just to be clear. There's 3 cannons on each side, I think. Although it doesn't show it very clearly. So for the discrepancy here... Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm tired. Basically, the way this works is I think the kills from the demo ships are actually the demo ships killing anything, but the explosion killing them, and that doesn't count to the player or something. That's what I'd expect here. Okay, these guys have spin to win too, but here comes the demo ship. Oh my god! 2 demo ships actually. Killing a Karak. Okay. Guess you gotta protect that thing. Well, at least the Karak can kill a freaking Hulk. Just barely. Oh no. Oh no. Here goes. Oh my god, how is that so strong? What? Hold up a second. Plus 200 versus warship. This is a warship. Is that just the highest tier? Yeah, attack ship, ship, and warship. Wow. And down it goes. That warship might want to find those fishing ships actually, but might only be helping Viper at this point. He's got so many resources. 200 population. Mista is nowhere near yet, and he's only got knights. Like, what's going on with that? A pure knight into crossbow and spearman and springhold. That is not gonna fare well for him. It's a terrible composition. I'm not sure actually how much late game Mista gets to play, because when you're this good and you practice against certain people that might not be on the ladder, and maybe Mista played on the ladder, who knows, but did he play much late game? I'm not super sure, because this is a terrible composition. You kind of want those springholds or culverins with the hand cannoneers, and not many knights at all actually. Knights are just not that great. Well, they have a lot of hit points. He's got the university upgrade for him. Maybe he can make something happen with that. He's getting the chemistry upgrade now to increase the hand cannoneer damage by, what is that, 20%? Yeah. Oh, he's landing on the other side! He's making a keep, he's making stables. This could be a play. While he's engaging at the front, Viper's gonna run into this and brace. No bracing. And there go the hand cannoneers as well. Ripping through this army. They got 42 damage right now. Mista only now about to finish the tech for them, so they're going up to 50 damage. It's pretty good. The knights are getting on top of the springholds. And it looks like actually Viper gets viped. I made a pun. we got more knights on the side. I'm way too proud of that flash. We got so many knights coming up. Viper is trying to get up to keep. Is he gonna be able to do it? I mean, there's a lot of villagers here. I think he does. Let's see if TheMista can get out maybe a cannon or two and get this down eventually. But then again, getting spearman fly into the knights is not the best thing here for TheMista. 141 villagers. He made that many. I guess 132 from the Viper. They just never stop making villagers, literally. 1,000 gold in the bank. 200 gold in the bank. Nobody picks up relics though. I mean, it's asking for a lot, right? It's a lot of APM to actually manage the relic picking, because oh my goodness, we got trade ships, everyone. 141 gold and 70 wood being gathered by these. So that's pretty damn insane right now. The French traders are able to pick up an additional resource. So currently wood is the chosen one. And TheMista is having these ships pay off in as little as 2 trips. Maybe time to stop making the Royal Knights over here though. This is a little bit too many defenders. And Mista lost another castle somehow. Even though he won the fight, he lost the war on this front. There is just too much Viper here. There's so many resources. He holds down the buttons and maxes out. Look at all that production versus TheMista. It's just... Oh, actually, TheMista has more production? What? Excuse me? Not in archery ranges, but still. And half of that stuff is like here. Viper's gonna slowly but surely push through unless TheMista can do something. But honestly, even just killing the villagers is helping Viper at this point. Look at his bank, dude. That's an insane bank. Why is he making random horsemen here? Like, he needs to stop this push, right? That's the most important thing. Viper also has the university upgrades now. Arbaletiers have 10 melee armor. It's nuts. Knights are gonna have quite a bit of charge damage here with the lance. But even a lot of that will get tanked. So Viper has not yet... he's gotten the infantry upgrade, it seems, from the university. And the gunpowder thing as well. Got the building HP. It doesn't seem like it affects keeps. Does it affect? What? Wait, what does that affect? He's gotten the building upgrade. So what is going on? What's happening? Oh, he hasn't gotten it. Sorry, my bad. Horseman trying to get on the wood line, but yeah, like I said, this is helping Viper. Remove that population. He should be deleting it anyway. So unless the Viper remakes those, which he's not, then TheMista just threw a bunch of horses and helped Viper. Wait, that's the Viper already creeping up here? Okay, where's TheMista's better units? Because this is getting silly. He's got one cannon, no culverins. He's lost the landmark, the College of Artillery. Almost 40 minutes into this game now. Oh, TheMista is finally capturing a sacred site. Didn't bother getting the relic first though. It's a little unfortunate. And this also is going to reveal the fact that he's got trade ships going. Which is honestly what's keeping him alive at this point. Is it keeping him alive though? Viper is maxed out with a massive freaking bank. TheMista is not ready for this. Viper has just got so much going on in the middle. Not even bothering to get the final level upgrades because they're so expensive. Look at this. Okay, that one's actually cheap. This one, not so much. They actually made them so expensive it's not worth to pick up. Yeah, so the way the French transports work, like I said again, the trade ships here. Oh god, the Viper's in there. So you choose what secondary resource you get. You always get gold, I think. Games are so long, oh my goodness. TheMista is pushing back now, but the Viper has got so much resources. He should be able to keep remaxing forever and ever. It's maxed again. Look at that queue. He's just making hand cannoneers and arbaletiers now. To be honest, the arbaletier's job is getting done by the hand cannoneer anyway. But you might as well get them for the nice armor. Okay, TheMista, are you just gonna spam horsemen, or are we gonna make some real units now? He's just spamming horsemen. What's going on? There are no artillery weapons from TheMista. How is he going to push buildings? He's just not, for the most part. Viper is doing trade on the land. And he hasn't chosen a secondary resource, it looks like. Getting 149 per trip. TheMista doing his best to defend here with some demo ships. Viper's finally clearing him out from this area. All Viper needs to do here is just spam some buildings, and suddenly TheMista will not have space to do anything. Relics have not been picked up by either side, I don't think. Right? I think not. Viper just picked up from the guild hall, so we have no idea how much that was. Unlucky. Oh, wait a second. Viper has 3 relics. And it's generating all the resource types as he's gotten the upgrade for that. Whatever that was called. And TheMista actually resigns. Yeah, unfortunately, very poor late game from TheMista there. It's just night spam and horsemen, and it doesn't make any sense. You need artillery weapons. And with that, Viper is taking a lead 3-1, putting TheMista on match point in this match for $7,000, man. This could potentially be the last game of the finals if the Viper can close this next one out. He's playing as the Roost this time around, and on the other side, playing in the red color, this is TheMista. Playing as the Mongols. Map is Mongolian Heights. And there's quite a bit of shorefish here. Even here. Look at that. 3 of them. There's 2 more. And then nothing. Because that has a bunch of fish. So yeah, definitely here is where you want the docks. That's for sure. This one is... There's some fish showing up on the wrong side though. Where there actually aren't any. Anyway, the Viper is gonna go with the early scout from the hunting cabin. It's just a boost bonus here. Got a ton of trees within the line of sight of this. Or the effect radius. 22 gold per minute is gonna be generated thanks to those trees. Looks like TheMista is gonna just dock fast. And he's got a ton of sheep already. Viper is getting to a similar count slowly. TheMista is trying to target down those goats. Sheep, I mean. There's gonna be 2 nearby. Yeah, he doesn't know about this yet, I think. Nope. Unlucky. He only knew. Now let's see if you can kill some of the... Wait, did Mr. not make a second scout? These scouts might be going after that villager over there, and I think they'll be able to get the kill. Oh god. Yeah, they are. Mr.'s gonna have to guard this. Having to pull off now. Yeah, really good job by the Viper. Especially if you can manage a 3rd villager on that. But actually TheMista ends up finding this villager with the can. Showing him the business. Villager is not gonna go down, just barely. Viper had kept... Oh my goodness. Loses a scout! Dude, TheMista is gonna be very happy about that, that's for sure. Guarantee it. It's a really good thing for Viper that he sent the scout, sent the sheep to the other scout. TheMista's gonna keep watering this. And there is, again, another scout from Viper. Let's see how much bounty is collected. 135. Didn't seem to have found much more than just this. Yeah. Yeah, so TheMista still can go and kill all those. Gets up his dog finally, but so does the Viper, it seems. Maybe not. Maybe this can skirt around this for long enough. Yeah, can he run in circles? Nah, I don't think he can get the kill. It's only got 2 damage. This should come up. Oh, there's a spearman. Oh, the spearman can definitely get that kill. Let's look at that. 6 HP. Oh my god. 88 points missing from this thing. That's gonna be so tilting. Viper's gonna sacrifice another villager to get this up. TheMista would be wise to stay here with the spearman. We might be seeing a lot more spearmen produced to harass us, obviously from the Ovu, which is the Mongol structure, to gather stone with. He can double produce spearmen for the price of one if he spends some stone on it. And now it's gonna get built. But the spearmen should be able to prevent this villager from making an outpost here. And with that in mind, the dog should go down eventually. Yeah, Mista has been gathering with 2 fishing ships already. Viper has got quite a bunch of gold overall. But he is gathering gold directly, right? How does he have that? Oh, right, the generation from the hunting cabin. He's made some extra hunting cabins. So he's got more resources than bounty. Funnily enough, Mista hasn't been denying bounty at all this game. So that has been weird. He's just happy enough taking down the dock. He's committing a lot of spears to this task. Gotta see a Kremlin being made by the Viper. And that will secure his forward gold mine, I guess. Yeah, he needs that. Dock's gonna burn down pretty badly. Honestly, the Viper is getting a lot of bounty from these animals. Wolf will be another 25. And there's a reset micro. So that's this to find. And this. And that. Oh my god, there's so many resources on the map left. He's finally finding it, I think. Man, this thing should probably come with the springhold or something, although... well... It's not like you're gonna rush with this, right? It's gonna just be taken down. Mr. did his best to prevent this from happening, but Viper got it anyway. And now he's got 275 bounty. Even more coming in after the wolf dies. And he finds this. So we got a bunch of attack ships being morphed. But there's a tower here. Oh god, there's gonna be 5 people garrisoned in that. Damn, insta-snipes the spearman. And it looks like TheMista is gonna make a combat ship as well. He'll need more than one to take this out. Look how slowly this guy shoots when not microed. Ah, as I say that, he starts microing it. Oh, archers! Interesting. Let's see what the Viper can do with that. Yeah, nothing else. Just the archers. Plus the ships he's made. There's a light junk now. Is that actually healing? Yeah, there it is. He's also got the speed from the yam. I'm gonna be looking at the stable for the TheMista and potentially a fast H3. I think that's what both players are actually aiming for. That Viper wishes he hadn't gone for the Kremlin now. But how was he to know? This is gonna be up to H3 much earlier than Viper. She's slapping down the market again. I think Mista is just gonna wait for a war junk and just go with that. Double stable being put down here. Should be able to make man-at-arms along with this. And the blacksmith comes along as well. Oh. Oh, okay. He wants to make all the good stuff with the infantry. So that's gonna be springalds, mangonels, trebuchets? Yes, trebuchets. Step readout is being made by the TheMista, and it's done. See if he can move out somewhere to use it to gather. Horsemen are absolutely gonna stomp this. Viper just lost all his archers. Look at this, the TheMista is actually not bothering to protect his fishing ships any further than this. It's got enough already. Viper is getting the high trade house. Not a whole lot of trees included in this, so that's unlucky. Not sure how he'd include more, because it's a huge building. You'd have to place it somehow between two forests, like put it here, I guess, like in an area like this. Then you'd get a lot out of it. I'm not even sure he has a place like that, honestly. He's got this, I guess. He could have put it here, but, you know. Big villager walking time and stuff. Springalds coming in. And we've got a ton of crossbows, so that's interesting. Viper seems to be really relying on those, and let me tell you, they're really good against springalds. So even if the TheMista could build up a big number of them, yeah, the crossbows would just stop them. Just needs to get up to a substantial number, because if he doesn't, then he just gets charged and he's a toast. Now be careful with that. TheMista has 7 man-at-arms here, but a little bit more strolling through the map. Actually, nothing right now. He's making lancers mostly, but the horseman upgrade also coming in. Wait, is that just a normal horseman from early? Oh man, these are early horsemen. I was looking for some easy villager kills, but I'm doubting that he can make it happen. Keeps hunting and actually hits the 500 mark on the bounty. So that gives him a 15% villager harvest rate. 4 food at least. Oh, there go the crossbows. That's not enough to counter springalds yet. You need way more than this. Getting his own springalds now. And also arrow upgrades. More wooden fortresses coming in. Pretty good idea to take this down. Stops generating deer and stuff. I like the secret gold gathering. Readout is doing most of the work here, that's good. Oh, the springald action is really favoring the TheMista right now. Oh my goodness. maybe it's possible that TheMista can now make a comeback happen because he has a deeper civilization pool or something. I really don't think I like Rus on this map, honestly. Maybe Avacid or Delhi would have been fine. Delhi actually really good here against Mongols because you can combat the dock abuse with your own fishing ships that can shoot. Yeah, it's just a Springald race at this point. Viper Switcher counters at 41, missiles at 55. And that's without having made a second Sand Center, so imagine that. Like, just the fact that he has fishing ships and killed a few villagers, that alone does the trick. Ooh, Viper looking for some scary engages here against those Springalds. Only gets one shot done after all this time. Now he's got double Springald production, so maybe with that he can catch up a little bit. I don't know, we'll have to see. Population cut is very heavily in favor of TheMista. Like, he has 13 extra villagers and stuff. Oh, if TheMista finds this crossbow army, that's actually a huge deal for him. Only 5 versus 7 Springalds. 8 Springalds now. TheMista forgot them. Any more men-at-arms being made. Viper once again looking for the better angle, but TheMista notices this. All the Viper's ones are actually shooting at Spearmen, which are now charging. It looks like the crossbow army will be toast. TheMista just running this down, no mercy. The Khan has died, but I don't think he cares too much. Long live the Khan. Now with the Viper having to devote everything to food now. And he's not got a whole lot of stuff in general. Why is he getting stone? Must be a plan for it. Where he's insanely far behind. Look at the score. TheMista is at 4,000 versus the Viper's 2,000. I think it tells a true story at this point. 43 villagers versus 63. I'm actually not sure how that happened, honestly. Well, I guess there's just too many villager losses this game. There's a lot of military population here for TheMista, 45 to 10. Viper's upgrades are non-existent. He's got one ranged upgrade, that's it. Range damage, that is. TheMista, on the other hand, has 2 ranged armors, and that's it. Not that many, actually. He's got veteran horsemen. And it's mostly just Springolds, honestly. poor villagers in this wooden fortress are gonna be toast. There's a springald in there. But it just doesn't seem to do the trick. Oof. Let's see how Viper can come back. I'm sure he knows it too. Just hoping for some miracle engagements where TheMista messes up. But he's not going to. So it's 12. 12 springalds. I'm sure Mr. knows he's ahead enough, right? He's got 154 population versus 92. Oh god, he's still making springalds. Well, now he's got so many, he can basically kill buildings with them, so. Oof. Because we're still picking off the horsemen. Would really like to see TheMista make a bunch of raps or something. Maybe even trebuchets at this point. Like, when you have that many springholds, you don't need more. So much cav. Stockpiling from TheMista is insane. So Imperial Age will be coming in momentarily. A town center? Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a problem. I'm actually very surprised the Viper didn't get any horse archers this game. Because they're about as good as the crossbows, but better. Yeah, horse archers would have been nice. Mr. can set this on fire for a little bit of a bonus. Speaking of bonus, did he get the, oh my god. Kaganet's Palace. Spawns a cavalry army of horse and Mangudai lancers every 90 seconds. Oh my goodness. Well, that's gonna be something. Mr. sure needs the help, right? Nah, Viper's gonna just tap out. That's it. We're not even gonna get to see that. Spawning in the blue color, playing as the Abbasid dynasty. This is TheViper. And on the other side, spawning in the red, this is TheMista. Red? Why is he red now? He showed us yellow in the load screen. Alright. Here goes red. These for the scoreboard. And yeah, from our French player, it's gonna be just the usual night business, guys. Nothing to see here. Bassett is probably gonna boom here, honestly. Very easy to wall this off. Just slap a wall here. Slap a wall here. Do one here as well. And just double TC. Now it's gonna take ages to get through. That is my prediction for this one. Anyway, oh, that's a good amount of sheep. 5 to start off with. Viper just has the 4, but that's also pretty nice. There's one more here, so 5 to 5. Good even little split. What is that set of bags on the floor? Connected to the house, I suppose. Never noticed that before. Does this house have that as well? Yeah, all of the houses have bags. Must be grains or something. Still needs to win 2 more games to take this tournament, whereas Viper just needs to 1. And this is, I think, a really good matchup for him, especially with the defensive map, but the opportunity to play 2 town centers. And his general experience and ability to play the late game as well. So I think he's the favorite going into this match. And he's advancing with the economic ring, so yeah, we can totally expect the town center boom. TheMista is gonna go for the town center boom himself. Just realized he's gathering stone. So we're gonna be here for like 8 minutes without any attacks happening, actually. That's what this means. TheMista just getting the stone real quick, and then he's gonna transition over to wood. That's the way he does this build. And on the other side, the Viper is... it's a little different, right? Like he's rallying to the stone instead. Prioritizing the wood first. Surprised he's still gathering stone. Oh, I mean, gold, but that's because he actually needs 125 to get the fresh foodstuffs upgrade, so fair enough. Makes the villagers a lot cheaper. Also, as the Abbasid dynasty, you're gonna want to connect all your buildings in this influence area. Fortunately for us, Viper is the blue player, so this area now actually works, and we can keep checking it the whole game. This house is not yet connected, but should be easy enough to do so later. Oh, bonks the sheep with the villager. I'm gonna wall this off now. Still is a school of cavalry here, so Miss is not planning on trading or anything like that. He likes this quickly producing night business. Is that a full wall off? I think it is. It's always confusing looking because of the edge of the map being so silly. It would help if the edge of the map was the edge of the map, but it's not, so... Fresh foodstuffs coming in, and Viper does leave some villagers actually on the gold. And both players should be going for a very swift 2TC, but Mrs. Builder are being a little bit better actually. Plants it down first. Boom. Oh, wait a second. He actually is keeping villagers on the stone, so might be considering a free TC build here. Oh my god. I think he's doing a free town center build. We're gonna be here for 1,000,000 years. I said 8 minutes. Yeah, it's 1,000,000 years. I did the calculations. Viper pulled off the stone, so he's happy with the 2 TCs. It's enough for him. And you know what? I'd actually like him to put this TC back here on the berries, because this is at the front now, so it's gonna become a major target later down the line for ram attacks. But maybe, you know, he's gonna be the one attacking, and that's how he covers it. I don't know. But yeah, it is very easy to lose this if the fighting comes to his base. Especially if we're talking late game and cannons and stuff like that. Mista's placement is a little bit better because of that, but then again his map is better, considering his cliff positioning. A lot better. This is hard to attack into, my friends. Yeah, Miss is absolutely looking for that third 10 center. I hope he's not making a fourth 10 center. He's making a double layered wall though. He's not taking any risk, but he knows now that there's a second TC. Or he should do. Second TC should be happening momentarily. I said second, I mean third. Yeah, the Viper is probably just looking for, you know, a growth of economy, no military at all. It's connected to a bunch of buildings, so he's currently looking at 10 out of 30. He's got the first level of the Golden Age completed. And there's the third 10 center for the TheMista. 8 minutes, 0 units. It's been 3 hours since this started, by the way. Best of 7s and AoE 4 are big. Very big. Oh my goodness, he's gonna stonewall it next. Oh. Mista's leaving nothing to chance. Is he gonna go for a freaking fourth town center? No way, man. He's gonna do it, isn't he? Or is he just gonna stonewall the map? Like, he could stonewall all this. Very easy to stonewall, actually. Oh my god. He's serious about this. He really doesn't want to get attacked here. So, no rush 20 minutes, right? Blacksmith not yet working on anything, of course. Viper has time to get things going. And he gets the culture ring next, so you can get that cheaper upgrades thing. Would be very nice. Scott went after the bill. Oh my god, he's getting a stonewall tower. Oh. Finishing the second layer of the palisade. third layer of the palisade. Oh, stone walls. Why is he walling out his gold mine though? I mean, he's got a big one here, but still. Together they must be enough for a long game. He's not going for a freaking wonder, right? I don't think he has the stone for that. Should be just a late game comp with a lot of villagers. 67 at the moment versus 52. I'm not sure Viper knows how bad the situation is for him. But if he gets the Preservation of Knowledge upgrade, he can get a lot of tech going. Double outpost. Mr. Canceling the barracks. Getting archeries instead. Mr. has more and more stone. He's gathered the entire stone mine. So he just done this for the Stonewall Tower. Nothing else. My President Castle. And he is getting the upgrade tech. So then he can get all the economic, armory, whatever tech. Why are you doing this? Why spend now? Just wait 30 seconds. Oh god, he's buying everything. Why? Oh no. Why is he doing this? That's entirely counterproductive. Okay, we're gonna see some imams going out so they can capture either the relics or the sacred sites. I'm just gonna try to torch this town, but it's gonna take him a million years. Probably not worth it even trying. Just build up more. Don't bother with units. Get bombards out. Now he's got the upgrade thing, but it doesn't make this cheaper. So I queued it. Getting the military academy thing, which reduces the time it takes to produce units. Very slowly gonna work on this. Viper looking to get to the next stage. He's got Golden Age level 2 already, which gives him 15% more income and a little bit faster research speeds as well. That has actually 2 vault towers now. It sounds like the relic picked up. It is. It's taking that back home now. There's a keep in the middle. And the Mista is just turtling more and more. His current villager training time is 16 seconds, and yeah, he's enjoying that from 3 TCs. He's gotten himself 104 villagers on every resource, so... Go run out of wood soon though. There's only so much you can chop down here. And what army does he have to show for it really? I mean, it's just arbaletiers, right? And a single knight. Got the gold hole going. And Mista is doing a great job spending his money. Scouts? So you gotta get professional scouts now. No way, dude. Viper getting the sacred sites and the relics together. Should technically mean that he's gonna outgather TheMista. Already in terms of income, I think we can see this. Viper's gold has caught up. Now he has more gold income than TheMista. Especially if he keeps picking up these relics. There's a few more left. Third sacred site coming in. And yeah, Viper has more food income as well than TheMista. That's insane. Is this because TheMista has not bothered upgrading his eco technologies? I think so. Oh god, Mista has not gotten enough upgrades. Meanwhile, the Viper has like level 2 everything. Holy moly, he's got level 2 everything, guys. And he's got all the 3 sacred sites. He's starting to wall off the map. It's 1500 gold coming into him. Many relics getting picked up as well. Got 2 already, that's number 3 coming up. I think this one is going to pick up a relic. That's going to be 4 out of 5 relics on the map. And he's got the veteran spearman. Viper's just going to go H4 right now. He's almost got it. It's going to be the military wing for him. And yeah, it's going to get the camels with the extra armor. Boost on the ranged ones. And he's got the reload times of archers getting reduced permanently. You can also get this one. Camel barding. More stuff. Gather rate from farms increased further. Oh my goodness, that is so much gather rate bonuses so far. Is that the last of the relics? Dude, he's gonna have 5 relics, that's insane. But you can't actually put 5 relics in the same mosque, can you? I don't think you can. Anyway, Viper should definitely get the tiled barns upgrade, which will generate every resource from the relics. Oh, you got 5 relics in there now. Okay. I didn't know you could do that. I guess because I overused the landmarks. So yeah, that's hot. TheMista is at 163 population. A Viper is coming up with bombards. To be fair, there's not a whole lot here that bombards are great against, but single target damage alone is pretty good already. Oh my goodness. That is Elite Spearman from the Viper, and I do think he should be able to hold this attack from TheMista. Getting a flank there with the veteran Royal Knights. Why are there so many scouts? Is he trying to use them for torching damage against the bombards? I think he might be. But the Viper just has a little bit too much infantry, and I don't think he cares if he does a slightly poor trade here. Look at that income from the Viper. It's insane. He's got all the relics. He's got 2 sacred sites out of 3. He can take this. He doesn't care that TheMista has a little bit more villagers. Actually, he barely does. Despite being French, despite having 3 TCs to 2, it seems like he's skipping on the villager runs. Like, at some point, you reach that villager number and you just stay there, right? At that point, the 2 TC player catches up very fast, so the 3rd TC is not necessarily a great investment. Now, we got all the upgrades coming in from the Viper. No culverins, interestingly enough. Oh, wait, Viper is 3 TCs? Okay. Did you guys hear that set of units coming out of barracks? Oh my god. Like, that's a lot of spearmen. He's currently only got actually 7 barracks, so there's no other buildings whatsoever. I like to see Viper diversify this a little bit. Hand cannoneers are always a really good addition to bombards. But does he even need that? TheMista has really nothing to show for his boom, honestly, guys. He's got arbaletiers. They're good, but they don't... The bombers don't give a damn about this. He's gonna try to make some knights, but the spears don't give a damn about that. So what does TheMista do from here? I just don't see how he can hold this. Sure, he might hold this one attack, but what about the next one? What about the one after that? This is gonna get worse and worse, in my opinion. And Viper has all the sacred sites again. He should be very easily able to keep volleying them off and do stuff like that. But actually, this one attack just kills TheMista. What? And with that, Viper is your champion of the EGC Genesis tournament. Takes home $7,000 and Mista takes home 3,000, second place. Still takes 2 games off of the Viper, so not too bad overall. But yeah, that's definitely not where he wanted to be. Still a great showing from him and a great series overall, so good stuff. I just want to see that kill to death, actually. 99 to 61. All of it decided in one big fight.